Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Trump makes first overseas trip as president-elect to Paris for Notre Dame. Trump's EPA pick Lee Zeldin starts meeting senators for confirmation. Chuck Schumer retains leadership as Senate Democrats prepare for minority role. Zuckerberg seeks role in Trump's tech policy agenda. Mayor Adams talks immigration and Trump in Univision interview. Governor Hochul announces record 63.9 million to protect against hate crimes. FBI charges man for sending weapons to North Korea. Blue Sky attracts users frustrated with excess changes. South Korea's President Yoon declares martial law. Vietnamese tycoon faces execution unless she pays 9 billion. Tiger Woods supports Ryder Cup payments for charity donations. And Don Bradman's iconic baggy green cap sold for $250,000 at auction. You are listening to Headlines, now news in detail. Donald Trump announced that he will visit Paris this weekend to attend the reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral. This marks his first international trip since winning the 2024 presidential election. Trump shared the news on Truth Social, calling it an honor to witness the restored cathedral after the devastating fire in 2019. The fully restored Notre Dame is a symbol of history and glory. President Emmanuel Macron has done an incredible job ensuring this iconic structure shines once again, Trump stated. The fire on April 15, 2019 damaged the 1,200-year-old cathedral, leading to a massive global effort to rebuild it. While experts predicted a 40-year restoration, Macron pledged to complete it in 5 years. Now the reopening will include a special service led by Macron and Archbishop Laurent Ulrich. Over 170 bishops from around the world, along with priests from Paris and other Catholic communities, will participate. The inaugural Mass with the consecration of the high altar is scheduled for Sunday. Trump previously visited France 4 times during his first term. His wife Melania prayed at Notre Dame in 2017. This visit highlights Trump's admiration for France and its cultural heritage. Lee Zeldin, President-elect Donald Trump's choice to lead the Environmental Protection Agency, started meeting senators this week to secure support for his confirmation. On Monday, Zeldin met with Senator Shelley Moore Capito, who is set to chair the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee. Capito later described the meeting as excellent and praised Zeldin's vision for the EPA. She said he understands the importance of reducing unnecessary regulations, promoting American energy, and balancing public health with environmental protection. Capito stated her intention to quickly move Zeldin's nomination forward in the committee. Zeldin also shared his optimism on social media, expressing enthusiasm about working with Capito to make the EPA more effective for Americans. This meeting was Zeldin's first step in his confirmation process. A spokesperson for the committee confirmed that more meetings are planned in the coming weeks. With Republicans controlling the Senate, Zeldin is expected to win approval early next year. Unlike some of Trump's other cabinet nominees, Zeldin has faced less public controversy so far. His appointment could shape the EPA's policies on environmental regulations and energy production in the coming years. Senate Democrats re-elected Chuck Schumer as their leader as the party prepares for the next Congress in the minority. Schumer, who has led Senate Democrats since 2017, was chosen during a closed-door meeting on Tuesday. In a statement, Schumer said he was honored and humbled to continue leading the caucus. He highlighted the Democrats' achievements, including passing historic legislation, and emphasized their commitment to fighting for the working class in the upcoming Congress. The Democratic caucus also re-elected Senator Dick Durbin as whip, a position he has held for nearly 20 years. Senator Amy Klobuchar was promoted to the third-ranking leadership post, and Senator Cory Booker was elected to the fourth-ranking role. Next month, Democrats will shift to the minority, holding 47 seats compared to Republicans' 53. Despite defending key seats in the November elections, Democrats lost 4 seats, allowing the GOP to retake the majority. Schumer outlined priorities for the remaining weeks of this session, including passing government funding legislation and confirming judicial nominees. Senate Democrats aim to match or exceed the 234 judicial confirmations achieved during Trump's first term, despite Republican efforts to delay the process. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, is looking to influence tech policy under President-elect Donald Trump. Last week, Zuckerberg visited Trump at Mar-a-Lago, where they discussed technology and shared ideas. During the meeting, Zuckerberg demonstrated Meta's smart sunglasses with built-in cameras, according to reports. Stephen Miller, a senior Trump advisor, said Zuckerberg is eager to support the administration's plans and participate in America's technological progress. Meta's Global Affairs Chief Nick Clegg also stated that Zuckerberg wants to take an active role in shaping tech policies, particularly around artificial intelligence. Zuckerberg's willingness to collaborate signals a shift in his relationship with Trump. Meta previously banned Trump from Facebook and Instagram after the January 6, 2021 Capitol riots. However, the company recently lifted the ban and acknowledged past errors in content moderation, including removing harmless posts during the COVID-19 pandemic. Clegg admitted that Meta's moderation policies were sometimes too strict and promised improvements to ensure fairness. Zuckerberg praised Trump as a badass after his recovery from a shooting incident in July and congratulated him on his election victory. Zuckerberg's cooperation with the administration may shape future U.S. tech leadership globally. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Mayor Eric Adams appeared on Univision's Noticias Univision 41 and discussed immigration, his administration's future, and his relationship with President-elect Donald Trump. He emphasized the challenges he faced, including federal investigations into alleged corruption and campaign bribery. Adams expressed faith in his lawyers and pledged to move forward with a new team replacing those who left during the investigations. Adams noted similarities between his situation and Trump's past legal troubles, saying the justice system should not interfere with voters' choices. Despite differences, Adams stated his priority is working with Trump to benefit New Yorkers. He highlighted New York City's sanctuary status and the $5 billion spent in the past 2 years addressing the immigration crisis. When asked about deportations, Adams reaffirmed support for law-abiding immigrants, emphasizing they seek opportunities, not handouts. However, he acknowledged the need to address threats posed by dangerous individuals. Regarding a possible presidential pardon, Adams remained optimistic, saying there are always paths to justice. Governor Kathy Hochul announced a historic $63.9 million state investment to improve safety at non-profits and community organizations vulnerable to hate crimes or terrorism. This funding through New York's Securing Communities Against Hate Crimes program will support 336 organizations across the state. The funds will be used for building upgrades, cybersecurity, and other security measures. Since 2021, New York State has granted $131.5 million for this program, reflecting a significant increase under Governor Hochul's leadership. In addition, over $44.8 million in federal funds will strengthen security for 223 non-profit organizations at high risk of terrorist attacks. This includes $36 million for New York City area organizations and $8.8 million for the rest of the state. The Federal Emergency Management Agency provided these funds through the Nonprofit Security Grant Program. Governor Hochul stated that ensuring New Yorkers feel safe and accepted is her top priority. She emphasized that while progress has been made since 2021, there is still work to do. Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado added that this funding would help community organizations protect themselves and create safer spaces. The investments aim to prevent hate crimes and promote security statewide. A Chinese man living in California, Shenghua Wen, was arrested for allegedly smuggling guns and ammunition to North Korea. Prosecutors said he received $2 million from North Korean agents to buy firearms and military equipment. Wen, 41 years old, admitted to trying to ship military uniforms to help North Korean soldiers prepare for a surprise attack on South Korea, according to court documents filed on November 26. Wen, who came to the U.S. on a student visa in 2012, lived in Ontario, California. He told investigators that in 2023, he sent 2 containers of guns from Long Beach to Hong Kong, which were smuggled into North Korea. The FBI found 50,000 rounds of ammunition in his car and seized devices for detecting chemical threats and hidden surveillance tools. Prosecutors claimed Wen worked with North Korean handlers using encrypted messaging apps. He allegedly bought weapons in Texas through third parties and used funds sent via a Chinese bank. Wen faces charges for violating U.S. sanctions on North Korea. Blue Sky, a social media app launched nearly 2 years ago, has gained attention as more people leave X. The app, which started as invite-only in February 2023, saw rapid growth after the November 5 presidential election. Blue Sky now has over 22 million users, up from 12 million in mid-October, according to company data. Blue Sky's chief operating officer Rose Wang said the app's growth is partly due to frustrations with changes at X under its owner Elon Musk. Musk, who bought Twitter in 2022 for $44 billion, renamed it X and prioritized accounts with paid blue check marks or many verified subscribers. These changes caused backlash and ad sales on X dropped soon after Musk took over. Major companies like Apple, Disney, and Coca-Cola pulled their ads. Recently, The Guardian stopped posting on X, calling the platform toxic and accusing Musk of using it to influence political conversations. Blue Sky continues to attract new users, offering an alternative for those unhappy with X. The app plans to expand its features and reach more people in the future. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law, accusing opposition parties of being anti-state forces and claiming North Korea posed significant threats. Yoon made the announcement in a live address, saying martial law was necessary to protect the nation's freedom and democracy. The National Assembly was sealed on Tuesday night, with military helicopters seen landing on its roof. Army Chief General Park Eun-soo was appointed martial law commander and immediately banned all political activities. Protesters gathered outside Parliament demanding entry while police guarded the building and special forces attempted to intervene. Yoon criticized the opposition party, accusing it of disrupting governance and shielding its leader from justice. He has stated that the assembly had become a den of legislative dictatorship and was working to overturn South Korea's democratic order. The United States said it was monitoring the situation closely, while China advised its citizens in South Korea to stay cautious. Under martial law, South Korean military units were ordered to increase their alert levels. Although Yoon did not detail specific threats from North Korea, tensions remain high as the two nations are still technically at war. A Vietnamese court upheld the death sentence on Tuesday for Truong My Lan, a property tycoon convicted of embezzling $27 billion in a fraud case linked to Saigon Commercial Bank. However, the court stated her sentence could be reduced to life imprisonment if she repays $9 billion, or three-quarters of the stolen amount. Lan was found guilty earlier this year of controlling SCB through associates and using it for massive fraud. Her appeal for leniency was rejected, but she can still petition Vietnam's president for amnesty. Lan has offered over 600 properties to repay the funds, but liquidating them could take time. Her husband, Hong Kong billionaire Eric Chu Nap Kee, had his sentence reduced to 7 years. The case sparked rare protest from victims who lost savings in SCB. Lan apologized during her trial, admitting shame for her actions and promising repayment. Execution by lethal injection remains a possibility if the funds are not returned. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Tiger Woods said US Ryder Cup players should be paid if the funds are donated to charity. The PGA of America has been close to a plan to pay US players about $400,000 each for the Ryder Cup. If finalized, this would mark a shift from tradition. European players continue to decline any share of the event's revenue. Woods stated he supports the idea provided the money goes to charitable causes. Woods recalled a similar discussion in 1999 where players wanted funds directed to charities. It's not about getting paid, it's about using funds to support great causes like junior golf programs or local charities, Woods said. He suggested players could receive $1 million or more to distribute among causes they support. Woods has played 8 Ryder Cups and is expected to captain the US team in 2027. He is currently in the Bahamas hosting the Hero World Challenge with plans to stay involved until 2030. Due to back surgery in September, he will not compete this year but hopes to return in 2025. Woods also commented on the ongoing PGA Tour and Saudi PIF talks, saying progress has been slow but remains possible. A baggy green test cap owned by legendary Australian cricketer Don Bradman was sold at auction for $250,000 on Tuesday. This cap, used during the 1947-48 Test series against India, was Bradman's last series on home soil. Despite its age of nearly 80 years, the cap showed signs of heavy use with a torn peak, sun fading, and insect damage, making it a prized piece of cricket history. The auction began at $160,000 and quickly escalated during a 10-minute bidding war, ultimately fetching $250,000. Including fees, the buyer paid $310,000. Burnham's, the auction house, confirmed this cap as the only known one Bradman wore during the series, where he scored 715 runs in 6 innings at an astonishing average of 178.75, including 3 centuries and a double hundred. Baggy green caps hold immense sentimental and historical value. In 2020, another Bradman cap from his 1928 Test debut sold for $290,000, while Shane Warne's cap raised $650,000 for bushfire relief. Bradman, widely regarded as cricket's greatest player, retired with a record Test batting average of 99.94. He passed away in 2001 at the age of 92. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 20,213.22. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 58.82 points or 0.29%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,248.86. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 735.84 points or 1.91%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,378.81. The Shanghai index is increased by 14.82 points or 0.44%. Hong Kong stock close price is 19,746.32. The Hang Seng Index is increased by 196.03 points or 1.00%. Bombay stock close price is 80,845.75. The Sensex Index is increased by 597.67 points or 0.74%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Trump makes first overseas trip as president-elect to Paris for Notre Dame. Trump's EPA pick Lee Zeldin starts meeting senators for confirmation. Chuck Schumer retains leadership as Senate Democrats prepare for minority role. Zuckerberg seeks role in Trump's tech policy agenda. Mayor Adams talks immigration and Trump in Univision interview. Governor Hochul announces a record $63.9 million to protect against hate crimes. FBI charges man for sending weapons to North Korea. Blue Sky attracts users frustrated with excess changes. South Korea's President Yoon declares martial law. Vietnamese tycoon faces execution unless she pays $9 billion. Tiger Woods supports Ryder Cup payments for charity donations. And Don Bradman's iconic baggy green cap sold for $250,000 at auction. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel, and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.